Out in the dark, the crickets were screaming. It sounded like every cricket on earth had descended on Ruby's property. There'd been one hell of a lot of rain in the spring, and her grandma always said that meant a mighty swarm of crickets as summer wore on. Now here was evidence that the old lady had known her stuff. September had sped past, but summer lasted longer these days. It was early October, and the heat and humidity still blasted Texas, forcing her to keep the air conditioning running at least till sunset. A lot of older folks seemed to thrive in this weather, endured it with a hard-edged pride. Ruby admired their fortitude and considered herself lucky. Tonight she sat out on her screen porch, guitar in hand. A warmth pulsed through her, and her muscles melted, thanks to the raspberry-flavored gummy she'd chewed just before she'd come out here. The day had been hot as hell, and after dark it didn't seem much cooler, but the humidity had withdrawn for a time, and she wanted fresh air. The pregnant blonde who tried to predict the weather on Channel 42 had said to expect a mess blowing in from the Gulf, a tropical storm, maybe a hurricane. But Texas had seen 100 storms worse than this, so nobody seemed worried. Ruby felt grateful the storm was coming. Its approach had vacuumed all the moisture from the air like the water receding the moment before a big wave crashed onto the sand. The humidity would come back worse than ever, but tonight she could breathe. She strummed a couple of chords she'd been toying with, trying to find the song in her head. At night, it grew so dark she had to rely on the stars to illuminate the patch of yard back there, but she didn't need to see the strings to find the notes. After a lifetime knowing this house, it felt strange to live alone here. Her grandfather, Bill Cahill, had died and left it to her, along with his guitars and his vinyl music collection. Ruby had a younger sister named Bella, but she was off in Louisiana somewhere.